Today, we're diving into the incredible story of two players who completely transformed Old School RuneScape for the better. Without them, we might not have the epic leagues or the thrilling Ironman mode we know today. And can you imagine a world without Swampletics?
Meet Swampletics, my Mauritania-locked Ultimate Ironman.
One of the only players in Old School RuneScape to be immortalized into it, and if it wasn't for these two players, who knows if Swampletics would have ever even became a thing in the first place. Meet B0aty and Faux, two legends of the OSRS community. But if you're new to the game, you might not know how these titans have changed everything. So buckle up, we're about to take a trip back in time, a full decade to be exact.
Some trickster, huh? A little bit of tricking? A little bit of diddly on it? What are we watching? We're watching how B0aty and Faux revolutionized RuneScape. Yeah, I mean, it's an RS video, bro. Why not?
On May 18th, 2014, B0aty dropped a game-changing video titled The One-Man Army Full Rules. In this video, B0aty declared that he would be playing the game completely solo with no help from the Grand Exchange or other players. This was one of the first times this had ever been done.
A good way to picture the series is, I am playing RuneScape alone. Consider it single-player RuneScape.
Faux, however, wouldn't have posted a video on his YouTube channel until about 4 months.
Cabbage Patch, thank you for the sub earlier. Yeah, Rizzle, send it to him, but tell him we want a different name.
Into his account's creation. This would allow us to see a ton of progress in just an 8-minute video. To understand why this game mode was so entertaining to watch for viewers, we need to understand how RuneScape is traditionally played. Now, historically, RuneScape has always been about leveling up your skills, completing quests, making money, and buying items off of other players on the Grand Exchange. A market in which you can buy virtually any item as long as you have the money for it. Well, what would happen if you were to take out the buying items aspect of the game entirely?
Oh, okay. Oh, you crazy.
I am.
Well, this would mean you would have to collect everything yourself. No buying items for quests. You have to collect every material by yourself, as well as rare items. This added a certain level of skill to the game that we had never seen before. B0aty would start his account by doing...
I thought I was playing it in the background as well. Like, am I the only one that hears the echo to his voice? Or am I retarded? Maybe I'm just retarded.
Basic quests such as Imp Catcher and picking flax for bows and money. Showing how the game can be enjoyable even right off the bat.
I think this is actually the
It's from the video itself.
first time ever I have done the Imp Catcher quest without buying the beads. I actually killed imps until I got all 4 beads. I think this is the first time I've ever done that. So, it's one of the main reasons.
This guy just said, we also hear it, but yeah, you're still retarded. But why do you gotta be mean? Like, what just happened?
I really wanted to do this series. I could do things that I've never ever done before. It's pretty awesome.
While it did take 4 months for Faux to post his first video, he did give us a glimpse in that video of how he made his early game GP by picking up steel plate bodies in the wilderness and selling them presumably to the B0aty store. These two would quickly progress with their accounts, obtaining the Fire Cape as well as doing grinds such as Barrows, and one of RuneScape's most infamous grinds, B0aty's 465 kills to obtain the Berserker Ring. The community started to take note of this challenge and decided to participate themselves. Paul and Adam paved the way for many future content creators as well as content releases in Old School. As a ripple effect of their dedication to the game, many others came in and made their own versions of the challenge.
So wait, chat, who came up with it first? Was it Faux or B0aty?
With players such as Iron No-Bank creating their own version, where you'd be locked to only using 28 slots in your inventory and would be locked.
It was B0aty. This guy said it was Jesus Christ. It was B0aty, huh? It was some B0aty-er? Dang, B0aty really just made... B0aty literally made a game mode. That's crazy. Wow. Hello, Mr. Streamer. Hello, Dwayne.
Out of using the 700 plus bank slots given to you at the beginning of the game. With the increase in popularity of this challenge, Jagex decided to release it as an official game mode you could play in RuneScape.
My boy Mod Matt K, look at those clicks, bro.
That anybody could start at the beginning of a new journey. On October 13th, 2014, the Ironman game mode was released as an official game mode you could play in Old School RuneScape. And remember earlier when I was saying that Settled was one of the only people to be immortalized into it? Well, here's another one. To begin your Ironman journey, you must speak to the Ironman tutor, a man on Tutorial Island, whose name is Paul. By speaking to Paul, you can choose to begin your journey as an Ironman account, an Ultimate Ironman account, which was a nod to Iron No Bank and locking you to 28 slots.
Wait, is that why the Ironman tutor is named Paul? Because of Fox's name? Really? How about Adam? Because of B0aty as well.
On the 10th of November 2016, a hardcore mode was added, where you would only have one life to this type of account. And if you died, your account would be crossed off of the hardcore high scores, and you would become a regular Ironman account. Fast forward another 5 years to the 6th of October 2021, and now RuneScape has decided to add Group Ironman, a way to play with 4 of your friends where you would still be locked away from the Grand Exchange, but this was a great way to engage with your friends and get a feel for the Ironman mode without playing completely alone. Okay, that's enough talking about how many different modes there are in the game. Let's go back to the players who have been put into RuneScape. If you go to speak to the Ironman tutor outside of Lumbridge Castle, his name is Adam. You can tell these two players are truly based off of Adam and Paul, based off of their hair. Paul has short brown hair, while Adam has ginger hair. B0aty and Faux absolutely popularized the Ironman game mode, and it's easy to see why Jagex decided to put them as NPCs. But the impact that these players have had on the game over the years is much greater than just the Ironman game mode. B0aty and Faux decided to take a completely different path on their RuneScape journey, and making it their own. Many players started to realize that RuneScape was not only a medieval point-and-click game, but it was a sandbox, where anything could be possible. And I don't think there's any better way for me to explain that than to show you the very beginning of one of the most infamous series in all of RuneScape.
To craft your own journey and play by your own rules has something beautiful to it. To overcome your limitations and find joy in places no one has before is such an incredibly cool thing to me. There's no account too obscure, there's no account too ridiculous, because that just simply isn't a real concept. What is RuneScape about if not about setting goals and accomplishing them? Meet my Mauritania-only Ultimate Ironman.
On December 21st, 2018, Settled dropped a video titled, "I locked my fresh Ultimate Ironman in Mauritania, Swampletics #1. In this video, Settled would explain that he would be playing a new account that he named Swampletics. This account would be entirely locked into the Mauritania region of the game, famously known as one of the most deserted areas for—
Why am I glancing at chat and somebody said, Settled cheated, nobody cares? How did he cheat? How did he cheat? I'm curious.
Content. Settled could have never predicted that this series would bring him to the top of RuneScape YouTube, amassing 728,000 subscribers at the time of the recording of this video, and
He was account sharing with his girlfriend? Who cares?
2 million views.
She was probably doing fucking agility and thieving and shit, like W. Brother ain't trying to dedicate that much time to that, bro. Bro wants to sleep sometimes.
On his first Swampletics upload. This particular series changed not only RuneScape as a whole, but the entire YouTube landscape. YouTubers such as Nokimon, who actually plays—
He said she was cooking for sure.
Pokemon Legends Arceus, and locks himself to certain areas before people XP rates skeptical about, because they didn't think they could enjoy the game as an Iron Man. But with the boosted XP rates and the relics that they were released, Twisted League was a hit. They decided it was so popular that the next year, they had to run it back with the Trailblazer League, which is widely regarded as the best leagues we've had so far, other than the Trailblazer Reloaded, which was just Trailblazer V2. This year, Jagex is making it even more interesting by adding echo versions of old bosses that we fought in the past, basically harder versions of bosses that we already know and love today. And while Jagex do an absolutely fantastic job with leagues, there's also some updates that they've released into the main game that are seen as quote-unquote Iron Man updates that can still be great for main accounts as well, such as the Moons of Peril bosses they just added. A boss which requires absolutely zero supplies of your own. The only thing you need to bring in is your armor and your weapons. This is called an Iron Man update because Iron Men do not have to waste any time getting supplies and can get right into the fight with the bosses and get some extremely good loot. However, this encounter can be good for pretty much anybody, considering the bosses can be done very quickly, and the loot you get from the chest at the end can be worth quite a bit of money for main accounts. It is clear that the OSRS developers have taken a completely different path towards their game. And the updates we've had over the past decade are in large part thanks to the ripple effect that B0aty and Faux had on the community with the challenge they popularized so well. They helped accelerate Old School Runescape from a RuneScape 2007 remake to its completely own version of the game. A new sandbox world where the world truly is your oyster. And for that, we thank you, Paul and Adam.
Damn, some trickster.
And thank you so much for making it this far into the video. If you have, this is my first RuneScape video, so if you guys have any suggestions on...
I got you, bro. I got you with the liker. Yeah, I mean, B0aty and fuck are legends, bro. They are. They are. That's just the way it is, gentlemen.